Hello, sixth graders. Today we're looking at multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. When we're multiplying fractions, here are our steps. We're going to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and simplify. So it's pretty straightforward. So on this first one, 1/3 times 1/5, we're going to multiply the tops of our numbers. 1 times 1 is 1. Multiply the bottoms. 3 times 5 is 15. Check to see if it can be simplified. But otherwise, that's our steps when we just have fractions. So the next one, multiply the numerators. 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 times 3 is 9. And that's in simplest form. 2/4 times 3 is 6, multiply numerators. 2 times 3 is 6, multiply the denominators. 4 times 6 is 24. And then we can simplify by dividing the top and bottom by 6, which is 1/4 in simplest form. Okay, this next part, rewrite mixed numbers as improper fractions. This is just a quick review because we need to remember how to do this before we can multiply mixed numbers. So we take the denominator, multiply it by the whole number, so 5 times 4 is 20, and then we add the numerator, which is 22, and then the denominator stays as 5, so 22 over 5. So let's do that with 2 3/4. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, and then you keep the denominator as 4. 9 times 7 is 63, and then 63 plus 8 is 71. Keep the denominator as 9. So now when we're multiplying with mixed numbers, we have an extra step here where we have to rewrite the mixed numbers as improper fractions first before we can multiply. Once we have everything as improper fractions, then we can multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and simplify our answers. So let's try that here. 1 2/3 times 4/5. So I'm going to do 3 times 1, which is 3, plus 2, which is 5 over 3, and we're multiplying that by 4/5. Now we can multiply the numerators. 5 times 4 is 20. And then we can multiply the denominators. 3 times 5 is 15. Now we can't keep our answer as an improper fraction, so I'm going to turn that into a mixed number. 15 goes into 20 one whole time with 5 15ths left over. And I can simplify that by dividing the top and bottom by 5, which would be 1 1/3 for my final answer. Next one, 2 2/5 times 1 2/3. So again, I need to turn these into improper fractions first. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12 over 5. And then do the same thing with 1 2/3. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3. And then we're going to multiply. So multiply numerators. 12 times 5 is 60. Multiply the denominators. 5 times 3 is 15. And again, improper fraction, I can't keep it like that, so we're going to turn it into a mixed number. 15 goes into 64 whole times with nothing left over, so we would just write it as 4. 60 divided by 15. That's it for multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. Go back, rewatch if you're stuck. Otherwise, make sure to have your notes in class.